Educated and uneducated people can also study in our catering, hairdressing, and tailoring programs. COBS, the number one institution that combines academic education and vocational education for your advancement and success. COBS, the number one vocational institution in Liberia.
Of course, folks, I want to say thank you so much for following us. Thank you for your patience. And again, we want to say welcome back to the program that Blaze on Blaze 90.7. Like you, Ella heard that we are going to be hosting representative from the Conduit of Potentials, CAPS. And luckily, in the rain, he was able to make his way here. I want to say good morning. What happened is that I remade.
Yeah, but I mean, this is where we are.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, good morning. Anyway, welcome to Bliss FM.
yeah, good morning to you and good morning to all of our listeners out there. Well, yes, I know the weather is heavy, but
Yeah,
we are here. All
of
right.
course. So, for the public to actually get along, so just introduce yourself and a position as well.
Okay, so I'm Mr. Ibrahim Dassaman Selu II. I'm the Dean for Student Affairs at the Conduit of Potentials COPS. All right, so basically, we run professional programs, vocational programs, and we have the TVET as well, or let's just say the high school. Yes, I already spoke about the TVET. So we have the high school program there. When we say conduit of potentials cops, the home of professionalism, what do we mean by COPS is the home of professionalism? It is greatly tied to the high valued education we provide at the institution there, starting with our facilities and those qualified instructors at the school in various programs, even the high school. And we also have a very great news this morning. I'm happy to be the one
Yeah.
to
So
introduce
yeah.
that.
So yes,
Yeah.
you talking about you being the dean? Is it for the academic, sir, or the entire, both the TVET and all of the academic?
Yeah, so I control the student activities in the three programs we have there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we have supporting deans. Well, I supervise all the deans on student affairs at the school.
Okay.
So
So yeah, let's start with the academics before we come to TVET. And then I know the TVET is where you have your good news coming from, even though portion of that will be also part of the academics.
yeah, yeah.
So tell us about the how was the academic year? Because I know that six periods over and people are graduating as well.
Yeah, well, it was a very long year, but yes, we are happy to climax the the academic year 2025-2026. To all of our students from the nursery to that's the primary level all the way up to the senior high, that's 12th grade. We are proud of them. They are doing extremely well. They are coping with their lessons and, maintaining the integrity of the school when it comes to discipline
Okay.
and, academic performance and those various things that we stand for at the institution there. All right. So yes, our 12th graders also just climaxed their participation in the national exam, as we all know. Yeah, and we are expecting nothing less than the best results, as always. The records are always there; they are always
So how many
visible.
students were you able to send this year?
Yeah, so we were able to send 19 students out this year for
Okay.
the exam, and that's where we are. So, talking about concluding or climaxing this academic year, we have also introduced the vacation school. Yes, so we need to keep our kids engaged into these educational activities to ensure that they maintain that high performance. All right, so I always say that I love this particular phrase that says, "Draw near to me, and I'll draw
Yeah,
near
to
to
you.
you." So if you are not always into something, it gradually starts to leave you. So we have this vacation school for them that will begin the 20th of July this year, the 20th of July, all the way to August 28th. And this vacation school comes in two folds. All right, we are accepting students from first grade to 12th grade. So, what are the two section of this program? We have the regular vacation school where students go for their major subjects at their various division, the primary division, the junior high, the senior high, pre-primary. We have it there for all of them to be engaged. And we have the next section that have to do with vocational programs. All right, maybe you don't want to send your child again to go do the math, the English, the science, or those things. You can get them into the TVET program. All right, so we have computer software where they learn some basic because yeah, they're going to be there for 1 month.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to be doing some basics like how do you work in Microsoft Word, how do you do some application letters, how do you design letterheads, make those different changes or operate the basic functions of a computer to put it on, put it off, create folders, and do invitation cards, certificate. They will be engaged with those activities. And we added the hairdressing, the catering. We have music as well.
Okay.
Yeah, music. I remember last year vacation school, those kids, they were playing some songs. We taught them some songs they were playing, and they were like, "Oh
So
yes,
what's the importance of having the music part of?
yeah." The music. That's basically how to play the keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we were fortunate to have some students who were part of the previous vacation programs we've been having. So they came in and were like, "Oh, Mr. Sedu, so will we start over or we just continue from where
Yeah.
we stopped?" And I was able to create that opportunity for them where we had two different sets. Those that were part of the previous class, they were allowed to continue from where they stopped, and those that were starting for the first time, they were allowed to do the introductory part of it, the basic skill practice, and how do you play one or two simple songs. Yeah, so we had a lot going, but we were able to successfully climax the vacation school for last year, and this year is going to be more exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, so we want the public to be informed.
Okay, so let's look at the academic year before we transition to something else. In terms of challenges running the year.
Yeah, so there have been challenges, but nothing that we cannot handle. You know, once you are into any line of business, you will definitely have advantages and disadvantages. The both people can say merits and demerits.
Demerits.
So yeah, we are not immune to those things, but we were able to curtail it, to be able to mitigate it and find a better way. And I can always say this to most of our school leaders and teachers whenever I'm into those training sections with them. I can say already we in Liberia, already la Liberian children will teach it like this.
So what they all ready for?
Yeah, it's somehow easy to handle other people
Yeah.
from out there because they grew up with system, so to fit in a system is not hard, but you have people coming from
Different,
different
yeah.
angles, from schools that don't even have structure, schools that don't have system, schools that did not build their foundation, and you are expected to make them the best. You
Okay.
are expected to make them, reach that level of excellence, and people, because you want to maintain your school quality, you want to maintain the output of your school, the image of your school. So when people see your students out there, they say, "Oh yes, that's cops. Cops have the public trust."
Do you sometimes promote the most students from outside coming to the school for the very first time based on the performance in the school? Because sometimes they don't because they are in Calvary, or I mean Laundry. But when you look at them, you see, no, this person it doesn't fit this place. Do you sometimes
That's
evaluate
a
that?
that's a very good question, and it's good you have a seasoned educator to answer that question. Um, we we are not called to this service to criticize or ridicule others or to belittle people. I can use this in most of my class with especially when I have VPRs. you know the essence of supervision is not to criticize but to improve instruction. All right, to recognize the strength, the weaknesses, the opportunities, the threats, what we call the SWOT analysis. So when we bring these people into the system, we have to orientate them, to allow them to get adjusted. Adaptation takes time. All right, so we coach them, we go extra miles to get them on the path we want them to be. So not to scare anybody to say, "Oh yeah, the school standard is too high for me when I go there." No, but eventually you get everybody just walking in the same line. Yes. So once the system is straight and it does not bend or compromise, our Liberian children, they want to learn. They want to learn, they want to be disciplined, they want to fit in a system. But the opportunities, are those opportunities provided for them to learn? Are those opportunities provided for them to fit into the system, to be disciplined, to do those things that are expected of a student? Are those opportunities there? Or do we have, even the school now, compromising integrity, compromising excellence, or the very essence of education? So we are there to bring these students back to the status quo. This is what a student should do. This is what is. These are the responsibilities of a student. We want you to focus, to study. We want you to come up, but then we are there. We are around them. All right. So the role of a teacher in the classroom is not to just deliver instruction, okay, but you serve as a mentor to that student. All right, we have, and thank you for bringing that up. We had a question like this in one of my section, and this administrator asked the question. He said, you know, if a teacher is, we're talking about safeguarding policies as it relates to teachers and student relationship. So he was like, if a teacher, let's say the school policy says that teacher and student should not have certain relationship, right? And what if the teacher does not have a relationship as such with said student from that school? But then a man in the community, and he sees another student for another school, that normal, I can call it a normal scene.
Yeah.
The men are teaching again and this and that. You have to have a relationship with her. Is he still breaking the policy? All right. And the answer was yes. The answer was yes. Because the very students you teach in the classroom, they are in the communities. The very student you teach in the classroom, they are in your church. They are in the very nightclubs you go to. They are almost everywhere you see yourself, even on the social media space. So how you conduct yourself anywhere, it matters. It have a great impact on your classroom. All right, have a very great impact on your classroom. So that is it. That is it. So we stand for excellence, and we are encouraging the public to take advantage of our vacation school. I mean,
Okay.
this year is going to be very exciting. Yeah.
So Alexa was like asking, how does the recruitment process? Because there are some good things I've been saying. How does it really work? That people will be encouraged to follow suit.
Yeah, so we all know the traditional way. You will have to get to our office. We are located adjacent the Benson Hospital in Painesville. Okay, so Benson Hospital is right around where you have the St. Kizito Catholic Church
Yeah.
and Latter Day Saint. So you see a green upstairs building there. And even behind the hospital, we have another building. The fence there, you will see the drawings on the wall. You can get there and, get the necessary information. All right. But this is it. Our programs, our vacation school programs are very affordable. Imagine you are paying 2,000 Liberian dollars for the entire vacation program.
For the 1 month.
Yes. All right. So that's for those that will be in a regular academic program.
Okay.
And then for the TVEC programs, you are paying $25, 25 USD. All right, for that 1 month, you're gonna learn how to braid. That's if you're doing the cosmetology, you're gonna be learning how to fix those different small meat pies or stuff. If you want to go for the catering, and if you are into the music program, we give you the fundamentals, we give you those, basic introductions that you will need to set the foundation for your career in music. All right, so we focus on classical music. We allow our students, even in our regular music program, we allow them to learn, or we train them in two categories. We have contemporary music. That's just the regular thing we do in those Pentecostal churches, where somebody starts to sing, you listen for that key, that voice, that tone. You find a key, you play. That's like off head. And then we have the classical music where you have musical strips and you are taught how to read or interpret the staff, the notes, the values of each of those notes, the key signatures, the time signatures, to know exactly, what you are expected to play. It's like I'm reading this sheet now. All right, I see THE, I see there. All right, it's the same with those musical symbols on the staff. We all know about those things from the hymns and those things. So we have these activities for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the TVET programs. What are the programs you're offering and how does it look like?
Okay, so all of our programs, I say almost all, because we have the driving program for 6 weeks. It's taught for 6 weeks.
So you have driving.
Yes, we do. So we have the light duty driving program.
Okay.
So we train them to operate the automatic vehicle and standard vehicle.
Okay.
All right. But then we have two sections of the TVET program. We have the vocational and the professional programs.
Okay.
All right. So the professional programs, they are at diploma level, and the vocational programs, they are at the certificate level. So what are the programs in the vocational school? We have catering, we have decoration, restaurant management, we have the tailoring program, the cosmetology or hairdressing. We have, let's say, the computer program, but that's part of the professional programs. Okay. For the professional program, we have the computer, we have the electricity, plumbing, we have air conditioning, we have procurement and logistics, project management and monitoring and evaluation. We have counseling programs as well, where we do psychosocial counseling. You have to learn trauma counseling, stress management, anger management, and those different things under the counseling program. Then we have the public speaking program and standard English. All right. So we build our student confidence in public speaking, developing speeches and those different things, and we do the homiletics or pastoral studies. All right. So in the homiletics or pastoral study program, you have those people that are in that pastoral areas. They are taught marriage counseling, they are taught scriptures and interpretation, and those basic principles that they are to learn to become a pastor.
So give
Yeah.
us some of your success stories. Say you started these TVET programs.
Well, we started in 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a journey, a very long journey for us. At the time, COPS was almost like the one of the few vocational school in Liberia. We never had it like today, where you in a corner you bang, you see people.
Cops.
Yeah, but then we led on up to 2018. All right, so by 2018 we established the high school. Okay, we established the high school, and we started from nursery to 11th grade because we wanted to produce our own 12th graders.
Okay.
And then by 2019, 2020, that academic year, the year run through, in the middle. So by that time, we already extended from 11th grade to 12th grade. So ever since, we have been operating, and we have put out thousands of graduates that are successfully imparting their words. We have students in and out of Liberia. They are all making their own positive impact. Some of them even run their own vocational school now.
Okay.
Yeah, we are proud of them. So that's where we are, and we are continuing to make those necessary contributions to our community, and the TVEC community, the high school community, and our professional areas, so we can anticipate a nation that we can have skilled people who have purpose, who have a vision, a direction, and they too can contribute to their family. Everybody want to eat. Yeah, one counselor can always say, "We want to eat, but we gotta eat. We still gotta eat. All gotta eat." So we have to provide these things. So that is where we are so far.
Okay. So let's look at the previous years, and now coming to the years we are in, the years coming as well, because we are seeing so many schools in Liberia. Everybody now is kind of trying to establish TVET, especially representatives. You are a lawmaker, and you also want to establish that as well. So how does all of these things affect the operation of TVET in Liberia? How do you see, or what's the cause of the proliferation of schools everywhere in this country?
Well, for me, in my own layman mind, let me put it that way, it's not a problem for us that there are a lot of TVET schools around, because every school stands for something. Okay, so our school stand for something, and we believe in what we stand for, and God have been faithful. We have not run out of students. We always have that enrollment, and we keep delivering those best services. Okay, so now back to the spread of TVET programs all around Liberia, or most rather, is a good thing that others are coming in to help, because COPS cannot provide that education for the entire Republic of Liberia. We need the MVTC, we need all of these schools to come and help us. Okay, we have over 4 to 5 million people in Liberia now, so we need all of these schools to come in and help us. But then we want that standard to be observed. So to the ministry, or the minister on the TVET council or bureau at the Ministry of Education, they have a lot of work on their table when it comes to quality assurance for most of these schools around. We don't want the TVET to experience what the secondary education level in Liberia is experiencing, where you have lots of mushroom schools that don't provide the kind of quality education or don't have the necessary facility that should enable them to operate at certain
Activity.
levels. Yeah. But then you just see everybody just doing their own thing. Everybody want to run school. Everybody want to get into this school
Yeah.
business now. So maybe myself for yeah I could open my living room to it.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm just kidding anyway. But yeah, so we just want the right thing to be done. You know, we celebrate the efforts. We know you have to start from somewhere, but at least let it be done through the right way, the right vacuum. You don't have to compromise. You don't have to reduce the quality of education because you want to start something. Yeah, so that's it. And when we say COPS is the home of professionalism, we have to understand you cannot have professional you say professionalism, you are creating professionals, and you cannot meet certain standards, you cannot produce certain results. Okay, if I tell you that I graduated from high school, I'm expected to be able to write at least certain papers. Let's just start with the minimum, just a simple paragraph, as you'll be able to construct it. Because at the high school level, from my primary days all through to senior high, I was taught composition. I was taught composition. So you don't have like a school that is just operating, and you see the students, they don't even, I saw a video and I felt so bad where the student were asked the acronym WAS. What does it stand for? And you see, these are students that
12,
are writing a
12
test.
years. Yeah.
I could understand if they were asking that question to someone in the primary level or at the junior high level. All right. But I cannot even take that from a 10th grader. Now I'm going to talk about someone who is writing a
Yeah,
test.
test
And
is
you cannot.
already test don't know anymore.
You don't even know the name of the test.
Seriously.
I'm telling you. So that's how bad it is. But anyway, we pray that the ministry tightens some things up so we can get there.
Yeah, so with the presence of technology now, social media, other means of getting things done, how does it affect the education of Liberia, especially the high school? I'm not talking about the TVET, but the high school. Sometimes you give the assignment instead of reading books. They just go and ask either AI or ChatGPT and just bring it to you. And have you experienced that?
Yeah, I will tell you this. This is my take on it. A lot of people, have this issue of people using AIs and those things. Then, okay, technology is designed to reduce, the time or hours we spend on certain activities. All right, so the time that we take this message that we're producing in the studio now to the public, the time we take to go to every doors
Yeah.
and make that announcement, we could just use technology like what we are doing right now, and thousands of people out there, they are listening to us. Okay, so the essence of or establishment of these tools, social media and other things, I think it is developed to help us. Is there to help us. So what we should look at when we talk about this have to do with the intention behind the usage. All right. So what are the intention of the students when they are using these tools? Is it to just copy and paste, not to read, not to
get your own
get
understanding.
acquainted? So this is where instruction become very important.
Okay.
Or we say instructional strategies. All right, where we today, the Ministry of Education curriculums now, we are enforcing what we call the competency based curriculum, where students are expected to exhibit practical skills. What are some of those skills? Decision making skills, analytical skills, problem solving skills, where they are allowed to think and demonstrate in the classroom, to have that full participation. So it doesn't matter whether the student went and just download it from somewhere or whatever, but they should be able to to apply or demonstrate what they have on paper,
Okay.
and not to present a paper. And sometimes the teachers are so overburdened with work, they will just grab it and fold it somewhere. And some teachers, they will just be like, the other thing, man, just read all they put in here, do their assignment, put in here quick, yeah.
Very
we'll,
easy.
we'll take the little down, we'll chunk it on assist 4, assistant 4. So we don't. So you see, feedback from teachers now is scarce. Students just do work, they don't receive their papers. At the end of the day, they just see grades. Even when it comes to records on, when you say this child have 70, okay, the testing or evaluation aspect of the school, it tells you that this child should do assignments, they should do quizzes, they should do tests, right? So what you have there is called the accumulated grade point, meaning you took it from various assessments in the classroom. So if you present a grade sheet to me with the accumulated grade points of these students, I want to know what did they have for assignment, what did they have for quizzes or class works, and the test grade, and how did you arrive at this grade point. That is instructional leadership, and this is something we need to incorporate in our classrooms. All right, to allow the students now to work for their grades. So by doing that, we all solve the problem of people just misusing these technological tools. All right, so I know that I have assignment. I'm not just going to give it. I have to present it. I have to say something about this assignment, whether it's from my head or not. I have to read. I have to read.
Yeah.
All right. So that's just one way we can solve this problem. So all educators out there, I think you can make use of this, and let's start some effective instructional leadership in our various classrooms. Yeah.
Okay, Abraham Selu is Abraham Selu the second. Before I say, before I call it boss me. So Abraham Selu the second is the dean at the Conduit of Potentials. So he's our guest this morning. So we'll be opening lines very shortly, and after he has done with deliberations of activities at COPS. So just be there. We'll soon be opening lines for you to make your points, to also ask. Maybe some of you would like to even attend the vocational school, rather, that they're talking about. It's going to be a good thing for you. In fact,
Ellis, before you open a line, I had this question I really wanted to ask that has to do with the vacation school. Maybe other students from different schools can be a part of that particular vacation that goes for 1 month, or whether it's possible to be that. I mean, from different institutions or job. This one.
Yeah. So we have to meet up with standards, like I keep saying. All right. So most of the time, you see, when the problem we have now with standard, you know, there are fixed alignment from the TVEC Bureau. When you look at the censor document they produced, where you have proficiency 1, proficiency 2, certificate 1, certificate 2, diploma. All right. So and that's the structure set up for all TVEC operations in Liberia. And each of those levels have a duration. Okay, they have a duration. Even though we have what we call the quick impact programs, maybe like this driving program, this understandable. But for the professional programs, we cannot reduce the duration because we want to meet up with the ministry standards and best practices around the world. All right, so somebody will not have a diploma in procurement and logistics, and they only attended 1 month. That way we see a lot of vocational schools now. Every morning graduate students. Okay, we are not like that. All right, so that's the difference from us. That's what we stand for. Thank you.
Okay, folks, call us on 0777907907907 0777907907907. You'll be live on the radio this morning. If you have any question, You ask your question if you have any thing to say. Maybe you want to make recommendation or you want to attend a vacation school. You can also do that. The lines now open. So call us on 0777 907 We will take your calls this morning as we go through. So while we are waiting calls, let me ask about the quality of teachers you have at your institution. How do you do your recruitment of teachers? Based on what?
So we look at the professional qualification and the academic qualification, and that's a standard that's aligning with best practices. Okay, so you have the academic qualification with that have to do with their credentials. The professional qualification have to do with their experience in that particular field. All right. So by best practice, what you call a professional is somebody who have spent 6,000 hours doing the same thing. Okay, somebody who has spent 6,000 hours doing the same thing. All right. Who you refer to as a semi-professional is somebody who has spent 3,000 hours doing the same thing. So a lot of people, you go to school for 3 weeks, you get a participation paper, you post it around. I'm a professional. You even change title and auto honorable, ambassador,
Ambassador.
this and that. I mean, people make fun of education a lot, all right? But education goes with duration. Yeah, it goes with duration. All right. How much time have you invested into that particular thing to call yourself a professional, that particular practice? Okay, this is what we are focused on. So all of our teachers, they have vast experience in their fields or the various departments they are heading and managing. We have 2 to 3 teachers for each of our departments. They are all highly qualified. They have been with the institution for a very long time, a very, very long time. We have staff that have been with us for 10 years, 14 years.
Okay.
So yes, I can tell you we have those qualified professionals.
Okay, call us 0777 907 907 0777 You'll be live on the radio. Ask all of your questions. You can, if you want to know the location of the place as well, you can also ask. And the place is around Benson Hospital, right behind Benson Hospital. Just go to Benson Hospital, ask for cops. If you can stand around the quota and see the building, way behind there. So definitely you're going to get there. So let's see. Let's talk to the very first caller this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, live. Go ahead.
Okay, but what I want to understand is that
What is the name, please?
did they provide
What is the
job
name?
training
What is the
for
name, please?
students?
What is the name, please?
My name is Barry Ako.
Go ahead. What's the question?
Yeah, my question: does Cross provide job training for the student if you graduate
From the TVET?
for procurement, like procurement,
Okay.
procurement logistics, how they call it, what E? Because we all know when advertisement come up, people ask for experience. So, do you allow people to go for job training?
Okay. So yeah, you will answer that. You will answer that. If you are not satisfied with the answer, you can also call back. I don't want to hold you on the line. Yeah. So let's take a lot of calls. Call us on 0777 907 907 0777 Yeah, you listen to him.
Yeah, so the question is whether we provide job trainings for our students. Okay, so we have what we call internship,
Okay.
but that's not allotted to all of our programs anyway, and it's something we are trying to mitigate. All right, like we said, there are challenges that we are also fighting to handle. All right, so what we have for our internship programs, we started off with those vocational programs. We have students that will go on an internship, work at a salon, those restaurants or something like that, and we depend most of the time. Let's just say these students, they are most likely to be employed.
Okay.
Okay, because the internship is not employment, it's just to give them that little experience. All right. But then we really encourage all of our students what we call the work ready now, where we prepare them for work. The Work Ready Now initiative is something that allows you to be able to identify opportunities out there, to be able to prepare yourself for those
But do you
opportunities.
sometimes make
They align
recommendation? Do
skills.
you sometimes recommend the students to some areas?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Our recommendation comes in two ways. One, every graduate we put out there in our program sheet, there are students who recognize as outstanding students from various departments. It serves as a recommendation, and these very students, when they come to us, they have a job, they need this recommendation. We can be proud to recommend them from our experience with them in the school.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes you have people who are professional to some extent. Okay, we say to some extent, but you don't fully trust their character, because I may have all the expertise, okay, but then I may not have the behavior to back those expertise, and it's not in our place to judge, but we provide the necessary guidance or pathways that will put you in the right position to obtain a job. So that's one of the things about the Work Ready Now initiative, where we have a personal development. You know, many people, you have someone who will go and do procurement and logistics, but then they have zero competence when it comes to computer literacy. Okay, those other skills that were aligned with your work, and that's something that I myself have incorporated in all of our professional programs, where we have this counseling section, this training, Work Ready Now training with them, to enable them to identify those needed skills that align with what they are doing.
Okay.
So you can't do procurement and logistics, then you start selling corn on the road. Yeah. You can't do counseling. You see someone doing counseling, they don't even know how to, develop, a professional application or CV. They don't know how to develop a professional CV. And we are teaching content in our procurement and logistics program, or all the other professional programs. Okay, you did not graduate from our high school, but it is somehow our problem. That's why the Work Ready Now initiative is good for these students. And I encourage all of the other schools, administrators listening. This is something you can incorporate in your school. Okay, so you will not be burdened with that thing of going looking for job for
Yeah,
students.
because sometimes why you were just asking whether there's job training, because people even that graduated from UL, and some of them are studying stringers now. They did chemistry,
Yes.
but they're studying stringers.
Yes.
They did public health, but they're studying better boy in red light, because the lack of job opportunities in this country. That's why you see.
I would not agree with that to say the lack of job opportunities.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's just about the intention.
Okay.
When you are selecting a program, the intention you go with. You ask someone now, just from the studio, do that little survey. Ask 2 or 3 science students, why are you doing biology or chemistry? Yeah, I love the course. So they are doing it because they love the course.
Okay.
But they have not aligned their intention or passion for that course with the industrial needs. All right? They have not aligned that interest with the industry needs. This is where career guidance and counseling is very effective. You cannot do biology or chemistry because you love the course, but you need to know what are their opportunities. There are opportunities there for you when you do biology and chemistry. What are the opportunities? What are some of the other skills you need to or obtain to blend with that biology and chemistry degree you are going to obtain, that will put you in a better position to have those opportunities? There are many people that graduated with degree in school administration, and some of them are roasting corn, some of them they are doing a little small business
But
around.
most of them, what we all normally hear, they start searching for job because they have applied to different areas. So then all of people are basically getting over them, and they have called, they have done follow up, but yet then still they cannot get this particular job. So the next option is to just get something doing.
So
so that they see the person working.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's good you brought this up. I want people to know this. This is very important. It
Yeah.
has affected
Yeah.
us a lot.
Seriously.
Okay, um, America was not discovered as a wealthy nation. There were primitive people with those how they call it all around there. When America was discovered by Oliver Columbus, and where he used the Nina, the Pinta, and Santa Maria, and he said, "I found a new world." But look at America today, where it is. It does not take a paper or a certificate alone to get yourself worthy or to get yourself in a particular position. It takes experience and skills. This is one of the things that the ministry have recognized that allowed them to initiate the LRT project, Leaders in Teaching. Now, training teachers how to incorporate the competency-based curriculum into their daily instruction. Students should not learn define biology. Biology is the study of life. When a man go outside there, he's not going to be defining biology.
Yeah.
He's going to be solving problems on the biology. So you work in a lab, you're going to be solving problems, not defining subject contents. All right. So if you are doing a program, you have the passion, the love for that program. You know that the certificate alone will not guarantee you a job or position that you desire. You need to about our program, and this is something right where you have somebody, they are reading procurement and logistics, they don't have computer literacy skill. All right, so you expect to work now to ARA or somewhere where the people have this system in place, and then you expect to work there and how to own a computer. It will not work. So you will graduate, and at the end of the day you go and roast corn on the roadside. You will have the professional the academic qualification. That's this degree, the certificates, but you will not have what we call the professional qualification, the experience and those skills needed for those opportunities out there. All right. There's a colleague that lost a job. She went for this interview. She was she was close like this at SOS. And she shared a story. She said, Dasama, the woman asked me, okay, I won't call her name. Do you have any computer skill? And I froze. That was the only disadvantage I had. And I could not get that job.
Wow.
I could not get that job. Paid me thousands of dollars. I could not get that job. All right. So you see, you do all of these programs. At the end of the day, you need to align it with other skills that will support what you have. So should this lady go home and sit down and roast corn? She have learned something. All right. So she should find a computer school and enroll into it. I have all the BB degree, but I need computer skill. Let me go and do computer program. All right. So this is my advice. You don't just sit down and say, oh, like we are on this publicity thing. We need our students into all of these programs we just mentioned. Somebody will sit down and say, me, I get my hell of a degree out to my horse. What thing I can go do with procurement and logistics? What if you need to align that skill or that competence to the degree you are carrying? Somebody will say, what are you going to do with psychosocial counseling? But you're working in a health facility as a nurse. You don't know when you attach that counseling diploma to that little degree you have. You place yourself above hundreds of people that are applying. I mean, if I had my own institution, I'll go for the best.
Okay.
I will go for the best. I'll rather take someone who have 20 years, 15 years experience and added skills whether it's at certificate level, then take someone who get one BSc in one thing. Because I know I can use that man to do multi-task for me.
Yeah.
But I cannot use that man that get him one BSc in one thing to do.
Focus on one
So,
thing.
I mean, multi-skills innovation. This is what we need, man. It's not about jobs opportunities. They are there. Okay, people don't know how to find it. People don't know how to prepare for it. These are things. These are challenges that are carrying us way back. But we need to work together. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so the vacation school is all, but let me ask, how long does it take to pull out graduates from the TVET?
Okay, so we have our 6 months programs.
Okay, 6 months.
Okay, for the 6 months we have 2 semesters. Each of the semester run for 3 months. Okay, that's for
So that includes the professionals studies.
yes, the professional programs.
Okay.
Okay, so that places at the proficiency two of the ministry, qualification or quality assurance. Okay, so yes, we have it for 6 months.
So do the two have the same amount, or the professional programs have different amount or different fees?
We are not doing what you call one cap fits all.
Okay.
Yeah, because they are basic requirements, and these requirements varies per
Okay.
programs. But then we are promising a very affordable, and creating that flexibility when it comes to payments. So we encourage all those interested to get at the registration office adjacent the Benson Hospital, obtain the information sheet. Okay, it is very, very affordable. You wouldn't believe that with all of these qualities we have those kind of affordable fees. Okay, so we encourage all of them to take advantage of that.
Okay, so we don't have a lot of time, so just give us your party comments.
Well, my parting comment. Yeah, so I want to say thank you for this program. Thank you for having me on your show. All right, again, I'm Mr. Ibrahim D. Selu, to the Dean of Student Affairs, and I'm here with this exciting information this morning, and also on some basic education matters. We at the Conduit of Potential Cups, we have this vacation program for all students from first grade to 12th grade. All right, so you want to enroll to do the computer, you want to do hairdressing, catering, and music, or playing the keyboard. You can do that. We are accepting for 9 years and above. In those programs, you can enroll for just $25. Enroll your child or children for just $25. And for the regular academic vacation school, where they will be doing the basic or major subjects, from first grade to 12th grade, you will be paying just $2,000. So you can get at the office. The office is right near Benson Hospital. You see a green upstairs building, or you can call 0776 547182. 0776 or you call this Lone Star number 0555 10 for any additional information. So we say have a blessed morning and think about these things. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Abraham Marcelo was my guest here from the Conduit of Potential. So I want to say thank you so much for coming, and we hope we'll have another discussion on this, especially when it has to do with education. So thank you so much. And okay, folks, my name is Alexander Zesko. Day breaks different. Liberia, anything is possible. I'm going to be here tomorrow, Stephen Towley and I, with another edition of the program that Blaze on Blaze 90.7. Until then, have a